Power 106 Brown Bag Mornings. I'm Letty with one of my favorite reality challenge stars, our guy Corey Wharton from MTV's The Challenge.
Yeah.
40 seasons is about to take place August 14th. That's the 40th, I guess, the anniversary, right?
Yeah, 40 seasons, man. That's, not too many shows can do that, but we're keeping it coming.
And we're doing that by going through the different eras of The Challenge. Now, I grew up on The Challenge. I'm sure you did too, where it was Real World versus Road Rules. And then it kind of evolved until including other shows and including, I guess, just different people that they saw like, hey, this could fit into the brand, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about your first experience watching the challenge shows.
I mean, as a kid, just growing up watching MTV, I always thought like, those are the cool kids. Like, I want to do that.
That
they're
part,
rich, they're famous, and you get none of that when you actually do it, right?
You're on it,
yeah,
like,
when you're on it, it's a little different. It changed a little bit. But no, I mean, it's just a show that I watched growing up, and then now to be on it is kind of surreal.
Yeah.
And it's just a blessing, man. Season 40's coming out, best season yet.
That's crazy, Corey. I remember when you first came in, I hated you, bro.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
I hated myself. That was the craziest part. Dog, my first TV show was MTV The Real World, 2013. I did not come out of my house for 2 weeks because it was such a
I guess
it was a trip.
Thing.
It was meant to watch myself and be like, dang, I don't even like that dude. Like, who is that dude?
How old were you at that time?
I was 23. It was 10 years ago.
Corey.
Yeah, 10 years.
Did you go in thinking like, I got it? Because what it came off as like, oh, this is a new guy. Oh, he has muscles. Oh, he's taking all the girls. Like, did you want to show up like that? Especially knowing, I guess, the history of the challenge shows. You see them in the house, in the pools, hooking up, all of that.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to make noise, and that's what I did, for good or for worse, I made some noise. And I'm just lucky and blessed that I get to do this 10 years later.
Right.
For reality television, that's hard to do, but still here, still fighting. You can see season 40's coming out.
What genre or what era are you representing?
I'm era 3.
That's crazy that there's even an era after you.
Yeah,
right?
I know, right? I'm feeling old.
Like, you're an OG to some...
old
You're
now.
middle
I got
child
3
syndrome.
girls. I got a whole house now. Like, when I first came to LA, like, I was sleeping in a 1-bedroom. Me and my cousin were sharing that apartment.
Bruh.
Like, it was a struggle. I was sleeping on friends' couches and all types of stuff. And now we're here, man. It's a blessing.
Did you, initially, like with the Real World Rules challenges, they kind of said that they were kind of like, I don't know, backyard games compared to what they are. And you guys are low-key athletes. Like, you got to be low-key Olympian type of training to get into these.
That's very nice of you to say that. But
Tell me what the training is like before these show happen.
I mean, luckily with me, sports is my background, right?
Okay,
Played sports all my life. And so I was a personal trainer in Santa Monica. That's kind of how they found me for The Real World.
Wow.
So yeah, I like to work out anyways. So I'm glad that it helps with the challenge.
You're one of those that just does this,
man.
like,
mentally, I gotta do it. It makes me feel right. It gets me going, and so it definitely helps with the challenge. But you could just tell from back when we used to watch the show from back in the day, it was like backyard games, right?
Yeah, and the
now they got
crazy,
some money behind these challenges. We got helicopters. I'm swinging on a helicopter on a rope trying to transfer my body weight to something else. Like, it's insane. In season 40, they brought out even bigger and better challenges.
I'm so excited.
Yes,
it trips me out. Like, 2 things have evolved super crazy. It's the challenge series and Fast and Furious. Just like how they're like in space with dinosaurs. I can't wait.
I never made that relation, but okay,
The way that it keeps going and evolving, I don't see there being any... I guess it's still going to be continuing on.
I hope so.
But what do you hope for this season and for fans to get out of it? Because I guess all the eras being a part of each other, you guys kind of always mix and match anyway. But it's really cool to see everybody in one competition. There's the All-Stars ones. There's but this one is everybody together.
This is everybody. I mean, it's 40 people living in one house.
Crazy.
I mean, the house...
and my aunt lived like that, but
it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. I give your aunt some credit. But no, it was just, it's going to be a good one. We all live in this big castle out in Vietnam, and the living conditions are, but just dealing with 40 personalities in one house. And then on top of that, it's a game. It's a competition. You got your people who come and they're gaming. From the minute you see everyone at the airport, you're kind of looking who's sitting next to who on the airplane. You're like, Oh, okay.
I think even before that too, I was seeing how like there's a political strategy even on social media. Like you start to DM people it's like, crazy. Hey, you going? Like
everybody does that. Yeah. Everyone, hey, did you get the call? Yeah. Hey, who do you know that's going? Send me the list of guys. I'm sitting there like, bro, this person's going. Yeah. Shoot, hey. I need to work with this one. You know,
let me go like some pictures on this.
Yeah,
one. Let me go relate to their
you know, I think everyone
one.
plays the game. I mean, because at the end of the day, we're fighting for $1 million, and we all need it. We all could use it, and let's make some good TV while we're at it.
Well, I wanted to tell you, Corey, because like I was saying, when initially you came in, and I think just anybody young and like wanting to come in, you became very hateable, right?
Of course.
You switched up. And people are rooting for you so crazy now. You know, like that's beautiful to see. Usually it's the other way around. They go from the good guys to then everybody hates them, right? Yeah. You kind of came in like, who's this kid? Right. And I think I'm just always on the side of the OGs. Like I'm always gonna root for the ones that started this all. Yeah. But you've gained your fandom even within them. Like there's a point where like, oh, okay, you get the respect of the OGs. You get that fan. What do you think that moment was, or what season it was, where you saw people go like turn from like, who is this? I want you to win, bro.
Nice. No, I just think some of that is naturally maturing, right? I was 23 years old when I got on TV. I was single. I was young. I thought everything I did was cool, right? You know what I mean? And so to grow up on TV, it's got its positives and negatives. I heard a lot, but I also got to, it's almost like self-therapy. I kind of got to see the parts of my life that I wanted to improve on. Then I got to do it. And let's be real, like, my girls, my daughters.
Do you think that, like, especially with this new season, that they're going to bring in more crappy stuff to eat for you guys? Well, you did it already.
Oh, yeah.
That's I know that's everybody's favorite stuff to see. Yeah. I was going to ask you, because you guys have eaten some wild things. Yeah. Was there ever something that was put in front of you that's meant to be disgusting, right? And then you were like, hey, this is not that bad. Yeah. What was not that bad?
Probably the most disgusting thing that we've had in front of us, it was dead water rat in Colombia. It was water rat. Yes, dead water rat. I was like, man, it's got to go first because this looks like the worst plate. I put it in my mouth. It was like roast beef. It was cool.
Fuck up.
It was cool, man. Go ahead, get you a water rat, man. Go ahead, give it a try.
Dead water rat?
Yes.
Was it roasted? Was it boiled?
It was boiled. It was boiled. There's not blood coming out. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was like, okay.
I can do this.
Because for me, it's more the texture, right? It's all about the texture. Yeah. So, like, when I put it in my mouth, I was like, oh, this just tastes like some meat. You know what I mean?
Shut up. Like, and they eat that in Colombia? Or because sometimes I want to figure out.
It's a delicacy in Colombia. Crazy. Like, they eat that.
That's crazy. Today, in our show, we had the crickets. Right?
Oh, I should have been a part of that.
Would you have ate something like that?
Come on now. I ate crickets for breakfast. Come on,
I know.
man.
I feel like at this point, you're like, you know what? There's money on the line. What is it? I'll eat it.
I mean, I've had to drink like a quarter of blood. I've had to eat cow tongue. We're talking grubs, worms, all types of, a whole sheep, sheep face, sheep eyes, sheep lungs, sheep kidneys, whatever.
Yeah. If a sheep made it, I ate
it. Yep.
Wait, Corey. The cow tongue. You know Mexicans eat cow tongue, right?
Really?
We eat that in tacos. Like taco de lengua.
Like
it's bomb.
It's like that? Everyone in the studio is like, hell yeah.
What you mean cow tongue? Like,
I mean, you know.
It just looks crazy.
Yeah.
It just looks really
crazy. And the texture was crazy too. It was like in this gelatin. Like it wasn't, it was different. It was different.
Insane.
We ate that in Germany. That was my first season, Bloodlines.
Pick the Corey of the girls. If you had to be like, this is like me, but a girl. Me, but girls.
Let's see. Who's flopped in every final? Well, then.
Damn.
No, but I would say me and girls. Who hasn't won? I'll say this. I think it's easy for me.
Hasn't won.
Yeah, because I mean, that's my story right now. I can say this. I'm the best to have never won. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's waiting for me to get that win.
Right.
Everyone wants me to get that win. Trust me, I do too. But, you know, I don't know on the girl side. On the guy side, it's like up to like me, Leroy, and like Fessy are the three top people who probably haven't won.
That's crazy. Yeah. I would want to win for you before Fessy or Leroy, to be honest.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
I feel like Cam got it for Leroy. Like, let Cam take it for the family unit.
Well, me and Cam, we got second place together.
Yeah.
We got second place together on Double Agents.
And something about Fessy, that annoyingness that you had the initial seasons, Fessy still has it.
Yeah.
He hasn't turned the corner her on being the people are still like.
I told him to have some kids, but he's not listening to me.
Bro, be a dad. They love you once you're a dad.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Season 40 of MTV's The Challenge. What is it? Is it called anything specific?
Battle of the Eras.
Battle of the Eras.
4 different eras, 40 people, best season yet, and Era 3 is gonna win it all.
Dang. All right, we're a hip hop station. Yeah. Favorite era of rap?
Favorite era.
Do you like the 90s with like Pac and Snoop?
Man, I'm gonna have to go Lil Wayne, No Ceilings when I was in high school. All the mixtape, LimeWire era. That's back when I used to, I used to download all the songs on LimeWire and get it going, put it on the MP3.
Fuck up your mom's computer, but
computer was all jacked up. But I had all the songs. So
the music was right.
I would say that Wayne, No Ceilings, that era. Yeah.
And speaking of music, I gotta shout out Charisma because it's so funny. I always see her at your guys' launch parties.
Yeah.
And I'm always so jealous, like, oh, she gets to meet all of them.
You gotta come.
But I never told her that I was a fan.
Yeah.
And then the other day I'm like, hey, Charisma, like I literally just like I binged because all the seasons.
Your guilty pleasure.
You guys and Dateline, dog. It's like Murder Mysteries and MTV The Challenge.
Yep.
While I'm folding clothes and just pretending like I could do that, jumping off a cliff.
Oh, everything's easier on the couch.
Yeah,
everything's easier on the couch. I sit there and I'm like, oh yeah, I could do that. And then you're there and you're like, okay,
no,
hold on,
no, this is very scary.
Looking down at the ground, like, hold on, nah.
When you weren't part of last season, or when you're not a part of it, do you watch it? Do you root for certain people? Are you like hitting them on the side? I know there's like no communication with the outside world. Not so
when you're there.
When you're there.
No, I don't watch it just because I get a little bit of FOMO. Like I wish I was there.
Especially during challenges, I'm sure you're like, oh, I would have killed that one.
I see all the stuff that they post on social media, but the show is so consuming because let's say you go shoot for 3 months, you come home, and then they're starting to throw the promo out already.
Right.
And you're reliving all of that. And then once the episodes come out on Twitter, you're reliving it all.
Yeah.
So eventually, I tell people, you got to take a step back. Like you eventually want to, take a step back.
Yeah, you have to go live life, and then when it's your time, go up.
Yeah.
But this past season, what was cool is like the Cara Maria Laurel thing, like that you brought them up. They're going to see each other again. But like this past season, it was like, Cara never got the love that I guess she wanted from Laurel. Laurel always called her like JV. And then at the end, it's like, hey, I see you. Like, did you ever have someone of the OGs that was like, nah, you don't got it yet? You don't got it? Or are they still like that because you haven't won?
I try to give my respect to all the OGs. Like, just sitting back and thinking about, like, CT, Bananas, you got Derek, Brad, like, all those guys, Darrell. You know what I mean? Like, I used to watch those guys, so I can't do anything but respect them. I don't know. They've never come up and been like, hey, just so you know, you got it. You know what I mean? But like, I'm cool with them all. They all show me respect. And it's just fun now because I get to compete against them. So like I've done seasons with this person, that person, but now they're all on the same team.
At the same time. Ooh.
Let's go, man. Sign me up.
Come
I'm ready
here,
to prove what I'm
beat
about.
You. Yeah. I love that.
Time to send the old man back to that retirement home.
Don't do that, Corey.
Come on,
That's
baby.
my dad too. I love that.
Come on.
Thank you so much for coming by. It's Power 106, Roundback Mornings, August 14th. And it's streaming on, because I watch things through different channels. You guys are on Prime Video on for me, but where are you guys?
I mean, the game's changed now.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Paramount,
right now, MTV, Paramount Plus,
yeah.
August 14th. We also got the Teen Mom Next Chapter for all my parents out there. You want to see a good co-parenting relationship?
Look at that.
Go ahead and watch the show, man.
You want to know what healthy relationships look like?
You want to see a good dad?
Yeah.
Well, then watch the show. Tonight, it's on MTV. And then, Challenge comes on August 14th, MTV, Paramount Plus. Check us out. It's been real. And thank you for having me.
Of course, Corey. It's Power 106. Great job.